Hi, everyone. It's Mary, the host of your 90 Days in 900 Seconds podcast. And here we are, guys. We made it to the end of the season. It's finale time. Thank goodness. Woo hoo. I don't know about you guys, but the last couple of weeks for me dragged. And the off camera drama with this cast, oh my goodness, just made this season drag out for me for the past couple of weeks. So I am so glad that I am summarizing the finale for you guys and the part one of the tell all because my girl Jasmine understood the assignment and she brought it. So let me summarize the finale quickly so we could get to part one of the tell all. So we start off with Mike and Jimena, and we pick up where we left off last week. Everyone's crying, basically. Jimena's crying, her mom's crying, her sister's crying. They're all upset because they know that the money train is coming to an end. Mike is going off to a hotel. He's going to spend the night there and he hopes to come back in the morning and see the boys and say goodbye to everybody in person. So he calls Jimena in the morning, and Jimena, being the cold-hearted bitch that she is, like, no, Mike, you're not going to come back here. Just say goodbye to everybody over the phone. Shows everyone on FaceTime, say bye to the boys, say bye to her sister, her mom. And then she's like, I'm going back to bed. Bye. So Mike is like, you know something? I tried my best. This is not going to work out. I'm just going to concentrate on myself. Screw her. That's it. I'm going to go back home. So he goes back home, and it took about, I would say, less than 24 hours. And he contacts her and he's like, I love you. We could work things out. Think about your future. You'll have a house in Colombia. You'll have a house in New York. We'll travel back and forth. We'll have a beautiful life, Jimena, a beautiful life. And she's like, you're just trying to buy my love, Mike. You just keep trying to buy my love, but you see the wheels turning up there. She's like, it kind of sounds good. So she's like, I'm so confused. We need to talk about this later. So that's where we left off with Mike and Jimena. So moving on, Memphis and Hamza. Memphis is going home. She's sad. Hamza's sad. Hamza wants to go with her to the States. They have their whole sad going home scene, blah, blah, blah. And, Hamza was really poetic during this whole thing. He brought the tears to my eyes. He said, without her, I'm like a body with no heart. And that, really struck me there. So they had their whole sad goodbye scene, which was kind of not because he was at the tell-all with her, but I'll get to that later. So then moving on, Bad and Mahogany. Oh, jeez. I really don't want to waste much of my energy on this, but this whole thing was highly amusing to me. Mahogany was giving off, I'm done with my contract vibes. I don't want to do another scene. That's it. You guys going to tell me that I was obligated to do this. She is running away from Ben every fucking second she can get. Ben is like, I'll give her a moment, to think, to process what's going on. And he literally counts to like 10 in his head, I think, and he's running after her. He practically traps her in the car, trying to explain his heart. Mahogany doesn't want to hear anything of it. He's like, just fucking go away and leave me alone. So now it's the morning after, and he's finally leaving after she strands him again without a ride. I mean, even the fucking production leaves him like in the middle of town looking like a homeless person. So it's the morning after. He's finally fucking leaving to the airport, and he's like, looking at all the pictures of them on their phone from that day that they went dune buggy riding and whatever. And he's like, every picture is a dagger to my heart. Blah blah blah. If it was real until it wasn't. This guy's just a fucking walking cliche. And it's like, just get on the fucking plane already, Ben. Goodbye, Peru. Goodbye, Ben. Just goodbye. So now, Gino and Jasmine, another goodbye scene. Jasmine is sobbing hysterical. It's the morning after their dinner, and Jasmine realizes that she wasted their last night together arguing again about something stupid. She's crying. Gino's crying. I mean, this is another one that brought a tear to my eye because Jasmine was just like hysterical the whole time. And I seen a lot of the comments on social media that she was being a drama queen, but I don't think she was. I think this was just her true emotion and everything hitting her at once that Gino was leaving. So she's hysterical in the airport. She's like, please don't forget about me. And she's like, she's worried that Gino might find somebody else, somebody better than her. Girl, trust me, you're a gem. Gino loves you to death. He ain't going nowhere. Which leads into our last couple that was covered on the finale. Usman. Usman thinks he loves Kimberly. He thinks he loves Kimberly, but he needs clarification. So he calls Zara and he has this whole conversation with Zara. Do you miss me? You know, he just he looked like a lovesick puppy, to be very honest with you. And I just felt so bad for Kimberly, especially finding out on the tell-all that Kimberly did not see the scene until the tell-all and then seeing her face, but we're going to get into that in a minute. So Zara tells Usman that she does miss him because Usman was her best friend and she went from talking to him every day to not talking to him. And, so as Usman says, one thing about Zara is that she's young. She's 36, unlike Kimberly, and could give him children, unlike Kimberly. So Usman says he's gonna call her again. And this means we're probably gonna see him on another season. So now moving on to the tell-all. And I'm just gonna sum up the tell-all in two parts. Jasmine and Gino, and Usman, Jamal, and Kimberly. So, actually, three parts. The introduction, Jasmine and Gino, and then Jamal, Usman, and Kimberly. So the introduction, where all the cast members, meet each other. Basically, Kimberly went from, oh, Ben, you're so cute, to Ben, you're an asshole, when Ben basically called her a predator, when he said that a relationship is basically like a lion and a gazelle. And the man is a lion and the woman is a gazelle. And when the gazelle does the chase, it kind of turns the lion off. So, basically, the woman should be a gazelle and lay down and let the lion chase her. And when, Kimberly is doing the pursuing, it's kind of like predatory. And Kimberly's like, what? Excuse me? So that did not go off on the right foot between Ben and Kimberly. And Mike was sitting there laughing the whole time, which, we're not going to get into that because what the hell did Mike meet Jimena? Hello. So the whole introduction, Kimberly has it out for Ben, and Kimberly had stated from the beginning that she did not like Ella and the whole thing with Ella cheating on Johnny. So she already has it out for the two of them. So now we start to tell all, and Jasmine understood the assignment and she fucking brought it. Jasmine fucking brought the assignment. I don't even know where to start. I love her dress. I'm going to just state that. I love her dress. Not too crazy about the hair, but I love the dress. Okay. Secondly, I'm a vegan and I want your meat. That's all I have to say. Okay. And who, if I'm not draining your balls, who else is draining your balls? I mean, Jasmine brought it. Sean was turning 14 different colors. I mean, she was just like this. She was just like, oh my goodness. I mean, Ben was turning 14 different colors. I mean, it was just fucking hysterical. So basically, we learned that Gino likes to masturbate more than he likes to have sex. During the whole time he was in Panama, he masturbated more than he had sex with Jasmine. And we also learned that he sent Ben's friend Jessica a couple of DMs apparently, which I don't know what's wrong with Gino. Like, it's like he has a fucking death wish. So apparently he sent Jessica a DM asking her if she was Italian. Now, Gino really must want his penis cut off because he already knows Jasmine's insecurities. He already knows Jasmine is jealous as fuck. And you are going to message another woman on the show. Okay, good move, Gino. So we're going to learn more about that next week. And I have a feeling this is not going to be good. So then we move on to Usman and Kimberly. And then they bring out Kimberly's son, Jamal, and he is a snack, people. Jamal is a snack. So, you know, we all know Jamal's not happy with this relationship, okay? Jamal's tolerating this relationship because he loves his mom. And we all know Usman takes this relationship as a joke, and Kimberly is the only one that takes this seriously. That is what I'm going to say about this. And Kimberly needs to find her pride and get it back. So they play the clip of Usman calling Zara, and the look on Kimberly's face was just devastating. And you know, Usman's like, listen, I didn't do anything wrong. Let me explain. He's doing the whole clapping thing. He's like, hold up, stop, hold up, wait. And Kimberly, you know, storms off. Jamal is not happy. He's like, why are you clapping at my mom like that? Like, you know, Jamal isn't happy from the beginning. You could just tell that he's not happy about this whole bullshit from the beginning. And now they're showing Usman blatantly disrespecting his mother again. I mean, Jamal had expressed his feelings about his mother buying Usman the MacBook Pro and the PlayStation, and how his mother, you know, bent over backwards, and Usman with this whole potential girlfriend bullshit, and how he felt that was so disrespectful to his mother. And now before his eyes, Usman is disrespecting his mother again on national TV. So, you know, I think Usman was lucky he wasn't there in person, because I think Jamal would have punched him out. But that's my opinion. So Kimberly storms off, and that's how it ends. So next week is part 2 of the tell-all, and then we are done with these fools for the season, because I don't know about you people, but I'm tired. Tired, except for Jasmine and Gino. Well, really Jasmine, because I tolerate Gino for Jasmine. I am tired of these fools, and I cannot wait for the new season of 90 Day to start on April 17th. So thank you guys for tolerating me and listening to my summary of the finale and part 1 of the tell-all. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a good day, night, week, whenever you're listening to me. Bye.